I, as an individual, have a deep disdain for weak people. One of the best things about being rich is curating your life absolutely. You have to curate the people you spend time with. You either have to elevate these people, or you would have to suppress certain qualities within these people. So when you change your life, the people you spend time with has to change. People often ask me, Andrew, you grew up poor and now you're very rich. What's it like? Best thing about being rich is you no longer have to interact with anybody you don't want to interact with. A lot of the poor people deserve to be poor. When you are broke, you are forced to exist amongst people you don't want to exist amongst. So I have some standards for who I talk to and why. The people who remain weak are the worst people. I've used previous data to predict the future. Anybody inside of your internal circle should never be a liar, because lying is treachery. And weak people are always lying to themselves. So how can you expect them to tell you the truth? So when a weak person says something to you, you can ignore it. It's worth nothing. The great thing about strength is that it's actually very easy to achieve. Pick something up and put it down over and over until you project strength. Strength is an important outward broadcast for every single man. And anybody who is weak has accepted how they are viewed because they are so monumentally lazy that they're not prepared to do what it takes. If they are dishonest with themselves, they are going to be permanently dishonest with you. When I was in jail, nobody in my circle betrayed me. Nobody. Which is actually very rare. When a man gets arrested, 50 of his people are dragged into rooms and threatened with jail. Someone usually bends and breaks. Happens in the mafia, happens in the big criminal gangs. The baddest of the bad, they couldn't find a single rat. When somebody near me says they're depressed, they have about a day, because if there's someone around me who is depressed, I don't trust them anymore. Do you want to jump off a building? What good are you to me? What are you in a combat situation? You're ready to die anyway. I don't need those people, and I don't want those people. And by curating your life, not only do you remove many attack vectors, as a professional, you have to make decisions for risk. Full-grown men crying their eyes out over a bitch, bawling like children. Imagine you're in business with this guy. She's his world. Because she's his world. You need a report by Friday afternoon. Girlfriend is bored. I'm bored. Take me out somewhere. I'm tired of this. Do you think he's going to choose work and your company, or choose her? And if the company fails, she will leave him, but he will still pick her. I'm going to get up. I'm going to stay rich. I'm going to train. I'm going to drive fast cars. I'm going to become prime minister, and I'm going to win. She's broke. I'm up. That's why it's called broke up. There has never been, in any period of human history across any culture, where weak men were celebrated above the strong men. Ever. It has never been respected. It has never been good. Ever. People come to me all the time with business proposals. Once I see they're fat, I don't want to talk to them. How are you going to run a business if you can't run on a fucking treadmill? And these people will never be there for you when it actually matters. Women can get fake tits and they can change their faces. You can fake being smart. And you asked me about a particular stamp from 1912. I don't know about that. So now you seem smart. You're actually a dipshit. You can fake being rich. Saint-Tropez for 1 week, take a whole bunch of Instagram stories and regurgitate them for the next 6 months of summer. You cannot pretend that belly away. Nikola Tesla says it. If you want to understand the secrets of the universe, look at it in terms of frequency and vibration. Envy is a very powerful vibration. The energy of people can be stolen from them. If you make somebody angry, haters convert calories into thoughts which have your name on them, giving you power. Everybody knows that guy who's just lucky, but nobody considers why. My superpower is simple. It is very easy for me to make people envious of me. People hate being so brutally demolished in the game of life. There are men who have dedicated their lives to an average woman to achieve 3 kids at best. I have 15. They cry I don't raise my kids because they can't imagine how easily you can raise a clan with my type of finance. How obedient females are when you're actually important. Solicit envy and steal the souls of others. Most of you at home do not have men envious of you. I would feel unimportant and poor if I was you. I'm not envious of Bill Gates. He has more money than me, but he's a fat old nerd. For the 10% of you who believe what I am telling you, who understand how it feels to have other men jealous of you, who remembers how it feels to walk into the club with the hot girl and everyone stares at her and then stares at you and is jealous, who knows how it feels to drive past in a Lambo. If you feel motivated after this show, doesn't that prove everything I just said about energy transfer is absolutely real? Everybody knows a guy who's just lucky. Remember in high school, there was that guy who just seemed lucky, but everyone liked him. Everybody looked at him while he walked. You never knew a lucky guy who nobody paid attention to, did you? It seems to be only the guy who was discussed all the time and had everyone's attention was lucky. Is it the fact that he is only lucky because he is discussed? Why is he lucky? The whys are the missing element to society. Tate is so famous. Why? How does he force the universe to provide so consistently? These people are jealous of me, and it feels fucking great. You get rich, you buy a Lambo, and a guy says to you, one of them stupid cars. He is lying. He can't afford one, and he's pretending a Toyota is better than a Lambo. Jealousy. Their hate helps me win. I need them to hate me. P. Diddy's in court. No one cares. They only care about me because they're not jealous of P. Diddy. They're jealous of me. Extremely important to elicit jealousy because men, they hate to admit that they don't stand a chance against another man. Endless finance allows me to purchase the time and energy of lesser humans. Street mentality and the street strength with the finance of a child that's born into a banking dynasty. I have it all. Like Blade, very few people went from the bottom to the top like me. To transverse the various echelons of reality like I have is monumentally unique. God knows this. God will give them what they deserve. Permanent invisibility. Nobody knows or cares about these people, and that drives them even more insane, even more jealous. Their souls evaporate even faster. More soul for me. I am made of lightning. All they talk about is me. Talk about a perfect energy exchange. Elicit envy and steal the souls of others. This is why warriors of old wore bright feathers or gold. Other men would look at them and say, I want that, but you can't have it. When I become prime minister, everybody will seethe and they won't understand. I'm only prime minister because you didn't want me to be. The smart ones of you understand this. I am on the mind of every beautiful woman on the planet. 100% of all of the eligible, beautiful, fertile women on this planet know my name. From Ulaanbaatar to Utah, blonde, brunette, big tits, big ass, from 18 to 30 knows my name. I guarantee you if she could press a button and swap you for me, she would. How can you not want that level of power? You won't get it from money. They care about me because they can feel a vacuum. When I walk into the club, there is a change in the atmospheric pressure. Something just implores their neck to stare in my direction, praying for the point. I couldn't possibly stand living as a man as anything less than that. I want the best human experience, and I am prepared to suffer for it. Thank God I went to jail.